I've now seen every single episode of The Amazing World of Gumball, and I wish I didn't. This show wasn't meant to be binged, was not designed to be consumed in all of its entirety. In a world where streamable cartoon media has become ever synonymous with serialization, the Owl Houses, Invincibles, and BoJack Horsemans of the world, shows with a continuous plot which continues episode to episode, exactly opposing the more common cartoon format of episodic releases. SpongeBob, Family Guy, Bluey, and Gumball, which I'm going to be talking about today. These serialized shows which were likely influenced by the likes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which was influenced by anime. Sugoi! Gumball has 6 seasons and over 200 episodes with slight continuity in terms of reoccurring characters and some plot lines. But other than that, this show was made to be something anyone could instantly understand without much backstory.
That's it! I've had it with you, Internet! I'm coming for you! I'm gonna go Cyber Warrior on your butt!
Meant to air constantly anytime on TV so you can laugh at Funny Cat and his fish brother? I've seen every episode of this show, and I still can't fully confirm if Darwin is their pet or not. Like, he sleeps in a fishbowl. That's too big for him. That is like slavery. Nevertheless, these 200 episodes were created with the intention of airing randomly on Cartoon Network. But in our current binge culture, everyone has full access to everything they want to watch in its entirety. So it allows crazy people to consume media in a different way than the intention of the original creators. Now you can see these videos of random YouTubers binging every episode of a cartoon that was never meant to be consumed that way. It makes me kind of sad, because I really liked Gumball. It is the most visually creative Western cartoon ever made. A pretty sweeping statement, I know, but the amount of mixed media, general style mashing, integration with current culture is something unrivaled. Gumball continued in its quest to create a cartoon jam-packed with every animation art style that has ever been existed, and after watching all of it, I think it realized its vision. But through that journey, I began to see its formula, its predictability. These shows cannot be at max creativity every episode. So people just tend to remember the good episodes, the great ones, the memorable ones. Meta episodes like The Singing, which is a full-on musical, or hilarious commentary like The Copycats, where they make fun of the Chinese Gumball ripoff. But within those 200 episodes, there are so many that are repetitive, unfunny, and downright annoying. Or worst of all, boring. This is a cartoon meant to entertain children with goofy jokes and bright creative colors. Making a boring episode of Gumball is failing your mission. The repetitive jokes are what become grating, and why shows like Family Guy and The Simpsons basically alter their characterization after years so they can write new jokes. Darwin is naive, Richard is fat and stupid, Anais is smart, Gumball is an asshole, and Nicole is hot-headed and very attractive. They repeat these jokes and character dynamics over and over and over again. It follows this absurd formula of Gumball misunderstanding a situation, then Darwin being the voice of reason trying to help Gumball, while Richard looks after them and does a bad job, while Anais wisecracks at Gumball's insecurities before Nicole comes home and yells at Gumball for whatever hate crime he committed that day. This show strays from its formula a ton. I'm not trying to say that this show isn't creative, but almost every episode has one of these elements involved. And it begins to become frustrating when you have to watch every single episode of this show because you want to upload an 11-hour YouTube video. Go watch it.
I'm so glad you guys are still friends despite fighting for my affection.
Look at that sexy leg. This show sucks, man. Can we watch something else? Oh my god. Put on Corey in the House or something, man. That's my favorite.
Every time I would be watching new episodes for the next Milk recording, I would be dreading it more and more, which strayed completely from me being really excited to watch it at the beginning, basically changing my opinion from one of Cartoon Network's best to a decent show with amazing creativity sometimes. Around the time of Gumball's creation, all of Cartoon Network's biggest shows were dabbling in serialization. Adventure Time regular show show, and most of all, Steven Universe. In this post-Last Airbender world, all these shows wanted a cool narrative and world, or in regular show's case, growing character relationships. Gumball has some reoccurring stuff I alluded to before, Rob being the main antagonist, and Gumball and Darwin's love interests developing as it goes on, but other than that, the reoccurring characters weren't something the creators wanted to expand upon, didn't want to add that much depth. At least not in narratively focused ways. They do grow in the amount of jokes they have, like Sarah the ice cream cone comes to mind as one of my favorite Goofy characters who literally ships the characters in the fucking show. Fucking psychopath. Other than the main family, most of the side characters don't really grow and sort of regress when a different joke is needed. Like, Anaisa's intellect really depends on the episode. One episode she is Sheldon from Young Sheldon, the next she could be an average stupid 10-year-old. It really depends on what joke they're trying to tell. Everything is played for the joke, which comes to its benefit, because if you're 12 years old, the show's coming out, you come home from school and you throw on an episode, you're not gonna care about these inconsistencies in the character, because you just want to watch a funny cat yell at a fucking homeless person. Whereas me, 22-year-old man, I gotta watch every show and make commentary. While I still think Gumball is a good show, my viewpoint is jaded now. So many people love Gumball. It's one of the most widely loved cartoons, either because they watched it on TV while it was coming out, or they've seen a lot of clips out of context on YouTube and TikTok. I envy that viewpoint. That casual enjoyment of this show. Being able to randomly see a clip of the show out of context and laugh at how funny and creative it is, and not kind of feel annoyed. It's like I ate too much chocolate cake and threw it up one time. So the thought of even eating chocolate cake kind of disgusts me, even though it tastes so good. Like, my grandma did a banger ass job with that cake. It's just too much of a good thing that it becomes mediocre, or it stops appealing to me, because again, I'm a grown man. So don't binge Gumball or any of those episodic shows unless you're a psychopath like me and my friends, because do whatever you want. I don't really care. Subscribe? Yeah, okay, bye.